Hey people, how's it going? Thanks for coming back. I've been trying to figure out topics to like kind of talk about on this channel, and sometimes I have inspiration from the day. Other times I have to come up with something on the spot. Other times I start looking around the internet trying to find things. So today I went on the internet. I found some weird website, and they suggested, have you ever had an imaginary friend as like a random conversation topic? So yes, today we will be talking about imaginary friends, imaginary companions I'll call them, because when I started explaining mine wasn't really like a friend. It was more part of my imagination. It's weird. We'll get to that. So before I even start off, if you want to write about your imaginary friend, give a brief description. If you've even had an imaginary friend. If not, good for you. You kind of missed out on a wonderful part of childhood. So yeah, my imaginary companion, we'll call him, he didn't have a name. I only imagined him up when I was on long car rides. It was never when I was like sitting around, I would like talk to this imaginary friend, whatever, like play with the imaginary friend. When I was in a long car ride, I remember I would always sit with my face basically on the window, like looking out the window, and I'd imagine this little mouse, and this mouse had a backpack that could turn into different vehicles. And I know it sounds really weird. It's actually starting to sound more weird for me when I'm explaining it, but it made perfect sense to past Eric's brain. So he had this little backpack that he would normally... Oh crap, he normally had a jetpack. It normally turned into a jetpack and he would fly around, and I'd basically just be staring out the window pretending like the little mouse was just jetpacking around. If it was wintertime, that would turn into a snowmobile, and then he'd like go off jumps and stuff, and I'd picture him jumping off stuff. When I was bored, make different vehicles, sometimes motorcycles, sometimes cars, whatever. I think it came from this one book I read. Oh, I don't remember the title. It was something... There was a mouse. It was like, I think it was called The Mouse and the Motorcycle or something like that. And it was literally this little mouse who lived in a hotel, and he had a toy motorcycle that when he made like a motorcycle noise actually drove. And some little boy found him, and he brought him to school, and the mouse was driving around the school or something. And then at the end of the book, he got a car because his motorcycle got crushed or something like that. I don't know. All I know was I think that's probably where the inspiration came from. And no matter what the trip was, I would always see this little mouse, this no-named mouse, following me around on various vehicles. I remember if like I ever went on a trip like on a plane or something, I'd sometimes stare at the plane and he'd be kind of like flying in like a biplane or something. It was kind of weird, and the more I explain it, the weirder I realize it is. But yeah, so I didn't really have a conventional imaginary friend. So if you guys had normal imaginary friends, or if you just didn't have imaginary friends, I don't know, you can talk about it. That is how wonderful my imagination was. I think I tried even like making a backstory for him, an explanation to myself as to why he could get this backpack. I think he got like struck by lightning, like green lightning or something. I don't know. I was like 6. Get over it. Other than that, thank you for watching, and I hope to see you people tomorrow.